Okay, so this is my rack, or a RiverLife art wall. So you see my rummy noses, and that's, I consider that a rummy nose, but it's also a woodpecker. I think red-headed woodpecker, but I don't think that was it. There is my celestial Puldanio that I've got. That's the original. This one is as well. And then I've got some prints that I really like. He sells them on his Etsy store. I think it's RiverLife. Is it RiverLife Art on Etsy? And way up here, if you're OCD, the fact that I didn't draw lines and really line them up will drive you insane. But this is sort of all within the same kind of color family. They've got it's the green that's sort of running through most of them. There's a couple without it, but it's close enough. But yeah, I just mounted them on black foam board for now to hang them up. But I like them. I like the way it turned out. It's a little high up, but at the moment they're all displayed and I'm happy about that. Like I said, there's also, I'm gonna keep things up high. That was my nephew's art. I'm gonna keep things up high because my house is a mess. I say that in every video, but I am not lying in any of those videos. My house is a mess. I have too many cats and too many fish. And then also over here is a little display of some of Rack's art. If I'd remembered I had that, I would have put that up on the fourth corner of the board up there, but it's stuck on the wall. It's just double-sided mounting tape that holds it up. I also have, I don't look at anything really in the kitchen. There's a couple more over here. This is my cabinet door that holds my some of the cat food and a lot of fish products. So the door's always open. Why, you ask? Well, that if I don't, then the cats get up there, and then they get up there, and then they break my collector's Star Trek plates. You can see where they've been up there. So anyway, so okay, big mess, big mess. And then also over here as well, this is one of my newer acquisitions. I really like seeing the way his mind changes things. So this is King and Queen cichlids, Cuban cichlid, and it's the patterns off of their fish specifically. And then he did the reduction of it here, I believe, would come next because it's more complicated. And then he did an abstract, and I believe that it's in, Scott owns it, which I just think it's cute the way, I thought it was interesting the way he did these. And they're just little marker grown examples of as how he changes it from what he actually got in, what the pattern actually is off of the cichlid, to reduce it and then get it into the abstract and simplify it some more. So you can still tell it should be Cuban, oh, it's his Cuban cichlid, sorry. It's his Cuban cichlid. Anyhow, I thought it was cool the way he thinks it through, and anyway, so I got it. There's also a few more of these guys over here in the corner, also a print. The problem I have is I'm out of wall space. And then if you come over here on top of my 55-gallon community tank filled with fish who are hungry, I've got a few more of his prints, which I really like. Yes, the house is a mess. And I really like this, the bookcase. I don't have enough space in this house because I have too much crap. Ignore the cardboard, it's going to recycle. But I love these. It's guppies. I forget which kind, but it's a reduction of guppies. And I just sort of hung them up in sort of an abstract, not really abstract, but not in a linear way anyway, on the side of my bookcase that points out because the stairs are right by it. And of course there's the print of the Celestial Puldanio that I got before I got the original. So yeah, that's my Rack Cross art. I like it. I think I like the colors he uses. His use of shapes and spaces, and that he uses really big bold colors, because I'm not really a fan of certain abstract style art, but I like his. I like I'm a really big color person and someone who does photography, so I appreciate, well, what we would call shapes and spaces, or what I've always called shapes and spaces from one of my teachers. And that's what I appreciate. That's one of the things I appreciate about his abstract art, is how he, well, yeah, how he does his colors. I think they're really pretty together, and how he makes the patterns. I don't know any better way to put it, but anyhow. And this is just colors I like. I like the splashy colors. I just think they're pretty. So yeah, that's my rack art. Said a little bit more. And of course, my rack wall up there, it's above. Once the rack it's above is taken down, because I don't like it. Trying to get all my tanks off the floor, and right now the rope fish are on the floor, and above them is a 20 long, and above that is just my rack art. Oh, I forgot some. Oops, can't forget these. Okay. This is my annoyed jaguar who wants me to feed her too. I will. Okay, so I have this one as well. Didn't really go with the board theme. And this is my first one. Buy a Fish, Save a Tree, and support of Project Piaba. And then this one, it's different colors. It's called, I didn't name the others, River Yonder. Anyway, I just really love this color palette that he did. Usually I'm more bright colors and stuff, but I really like the pastel mix here. I think it's really pretty. So that's why I got that one. Sort of an odd man out in some of the other color scheme I have, but it's more calming, I think. So that's why I have that. And of course, my rummy noses, because, I mean, rummy noses, I love them. Like I said, I believe this is supposed to be a woodpecker. I see red-headed woodpecker, but I also see rummy nose tetras. That's what I saw the first time I ever saw it. And I like having an original piece. And the same thing with Celestial Pearl Dandian, which is up there. It's an original as well. Of his bigger prints that he has sold. His bigger art pieces that he has sold. Words are hard. But anyway, I just wanted to show those since I had shown Pam's recently. Wanted to show Rack from RiverLife, and this is like my latest mounting up there. I can see it, I mean, I can see it from all over the house. It is a little high, but it's all right. I have a lot of things hanging on the wall, and I have more. I have prints, I have originals, I have photography I've taken. I've got Stonehenge photos I took, got some abstract photos I took of rocks under the water at Acadia. I've got the painting there my mother made, my mother did, and yeah, so I have way too much crap in this small space. And I have sci-fi stuff I've been to, again, my Pam Early Wine wall, and too many fish tanks. But you know what? I don't really care. I'm the only one that lives here. And I like having all my pictures on the wall. I do want to reorganize them just a little bit, but for now, they'll have to do. Yep. So anyway, Rack, I love your art. I think I missed the last Friday auction. That's okay, I'm broke. But I'm sure I'll be at another one. All right, guys. If you're interested, Rack Cross, it's RiverLife Art, I believe, on Etsy, where he sells his prints. And then if you come by Friday, he does a live stream. It's like 11:30 my time or 10:30 my time. 11:30, maybe it ends at 11:30. I know he goes live on Facebook around noon his time, and he's an hour ahead of me. So maybe it goes from, yeah, he's Eastern Standard. So I think he starts at like 11, goes to maybe, or 11:30, and goes for like 30 minutes as a live stream. And then he goes over and streams live on Facebook most Fridays, and around noon, 12:15 Eastern Standard Time. And then you can bid on the smaller pieces. These are prints, these are samples he's done. Just to check, I think he uses it sometimes to check his palette. He also does them just to see if, I believe he said, if the painting is worthy to go bigger and become like a really big painting. So he does them smaller first, gets an idea of his colors, his shapes, his design, and then he decides, do I go big or am I really not in love with it? Am I proud of it? I would assume that's what he's thinking. That's what I would think. And he said some alluded to that as well. But it's on the Facebook RiverLife community page. There's usually a link. There's also RiverLife art. And you can find him there and join. It's usually, a lot of times it's me and Zen, Ginger, and Lefty fighting over stuff because the three of us have a very impressive collection. It's not just us, but we have a lot of fun at the auction, so come on over and join us, and you too can have way too many things up in your house. Yes, I'm just one big collector mania. All right, folks, y'all have a good evening. Floated the thing. I think I showed all my rat stuff, making sure I didn't have anything hiding anywhere else, but I don't. Now you're just seeing all this crap thing hanging on the wall. I'll end it then with the project, the print that started it all, the painting that started it all. Buy a fish, save a tree. All right, folks, you guys have a good Monday.